Oh yes, Zilliqa finally gave us something to talk about, and we will. The move has been made. So what's next? Stick around and find out. Thank you for still being a part of this video. What TA will you watch next? You said Zilliqa. I respect that. Your opinion always matters on this channel. So let's dive in. We're gonna discuss daily chart of ZIL versus USD, and I think from this picture it's quite obvious about what we're gonna talk about today. But before that, let me remind you that if you wanna join our crypto pack, click the blue button. Thank you for the support. If not, if you want free stuff, just subscribe. The red button is right over there. This is what we're gonna talk about today, and it was unexpected but colossal. In just 1 week, huge thing happens to the price of Zilliqa. I mean, just look at this. In fact, let me leave you a few seconds, absorb this monstrosity, this beautiful move that Zilliqa made, practically out of nowhere. Right, nice. Now, let me show you why it really wasn't out of nowhere, but somewhere in the dark is lurking. You really don't need to draw much lines on this chart to see that momentum and the downtrend was shifting well before the big move. This trend line that was established at the end of last year, or let's say incepted was here was established in February. Broke right here a few days ago, around of 19th of March. So this is the pivotal point, the important stuff that you might be missing. So let's say you watch Zilliqa charts all day, you see this and you are preparing yourself that way. I'm not that guy, but I said if you were, well, listen, here you had a few days before the big pump. Did you prepare for it? We broke this, signaling that the downtrend is finished, that something else is about to come. Of course, it's always easy to be general before the big battle, but that's the way it is, you know. And then you had a second chance. And I'm talking about this line at 5 cents. This 5 cents, if you haven't entered around here you could be doing that, because in January we made that support on this trend line, which at that conjunction of this trend line and that support resistance made in February, confirmation, but not of the support but of the resistance. So this was an important line. So once again, when you saw this breakout of this level of 5 cents, this was number 2 entry point, depending on your trading strategy. If you are trading breakouts, I'm not saying I did, I'm not saying I am, I'm just saying possible entry points in the past. Now let's remove all of this to get a clearer picture of something else. Zilliqa made a move of almost 400%, around 370%. It doesn't matter, but it did that in just 1 week. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm talking exactly 1 week of price action. Every candle is 1 day. This is extraordinary move. And maybe you should ask yourself now, is this a fake out? Is this a real move? And therefore I'm bringing you this volume. So what's the conclusion? Can you see all of this humongous volume that came in on this candle, the majority of it? But the important stuff is this. You got 2 different volume profiles, let's say it like that. You had these huge skyscrapers, few of them with real significant buying pressure, of course selling along the way, but interest of people came in, and you have this zone that was so low in volume, so low in interest, that it's not even comparable to this what's happening. Listen, this volume is showing us that this move is the real move, that Zilliqa made a real breakout of the important structures that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Not only that, but it made a breakout above all the moving averages. Look at this, 55 exponential moving average, very significant one. Here, great resistance. Here not really touching it, but showing us that one more time in February, point of high resistance. When we broke out, it was 23rd of March, above it. If you followed this EMA, we got the breakout, made a retest here, look at this, beautiful, and then move to the higher grounds. So not only did we break this 55 exponential moving average that is taking into account 55 days, but we broke much significant ones. 89 broken, 144 the one I respect the most on the daily chart, even 233. We are above all those guys. So I would say that from 26th of March, Zilliqa is bullish. Yeah, the great bear signal for this coin would be if we fall below all of those guys that I just mentioned. Well, that would be really bad. But for now, we don't have that case. We have a great bullish scenario. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Zilliqa is bullish. Will it continue to upside? Well, probably, but it's still early to tell. We need to see a retest. I want to see this 55 that is standing at 8 cents retested in the next couple of days, and then see will we continue to the upside. Now, if we do this, we got a great bullish continuation. Bottom line, I think Zilliqa will retrace a little lower than these levels and then continue to the upside, but we'll see. I'm not saying buy it now, I'm saying in the short term you should see more downside targets, but if then the market goes up, so will Zilliqa. You need to take everything that I said into account. But first up, regarding just naked price action, is this 10 cents. When we see this, a clear rebound out of this 10 cents, where we found our first resistance to make it our support, then I would say maybe it's time to buy. Now, if you are happy with this retracement, maybe you can withhold some more downside moves. Then go ahead, buy it now. My point is, Zilliqa is bullish. It really showed strength beyond expectations. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's wait a few more days to see the real reaction on those levels I mentioned right now. And if you really are a hardcore Zilliqa fan or watch my previous video on this coin, it has a few months on it, but maybe it would be interesting to see what happened at that stage of this price action. Who knows? Maybe we get some thought for the future. Click away. I'll see you in that one.